Okay, and I'm live. Good morning, everyone. Okay, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are. Hi, welcome to my business page on my 10 Days Go Live series. Today is actually day 4, and it's a wonderful Friday morning here in Singapore. First of all, I must apologize for the delay on my Go Live broadcast today. For those who are following my page, I actually did post that myself and my youngest son were actually on a quarantine order here because my son, he has been identified as a close contact, right, with someone who is in his class, in his childcare, who is COVID positive. So we were told to actually self quarantine ourselves at home for 5 days. That ends like this Sunday. So in these 5 days, uh, the health officers actually come by like 2 times to conduct a swab on him. So today was one of the days, and it happened this morning, and so therefore I was late for my go live. Nevertheless, actually, just to give an update, me and my son, we are doing well. All of us at home are well. We have no symptoms, no flu, nothing, so we are okay. Um, yeah, so just to go on to today's topic, my day 4, where I'll actually talk to you about the possibilities of working online. So this is something which I will make a comparison between a brick and mortar business. So I chose a brick and mortar business to compare because my mom personally owns a brick and mortar, a restaurant in Malaysia. She has had that business for a very, very long time now. And I've seen like the struggles and the difficulties of her being a business owner of a brick and mortar, right? So just to share some examples like what she's gone through. So for a brick and mortar business, um, first of all, there's rental. You have to pay monthly rent on the shop, right? Second of all, one of the biggest headache that she has is actually the manpower. It's actually quite difficult to source manpower and secondly to retain them. So that's one of her biggest headache because she has a few staff and they all work on rotation. And there are times when staff don't turn up or they just suddenly quit because let's face it, the F&B industry in Malaysia, the pay for a wait staff is not that high. So the tendency of the wait staff to leave is actually very high. So getting wait staff is one of the biggest headache, right? Then she has to also deal with marketing, advertising, right? And suppliers, she also has to deal with the suppliers to to get her produce. And I remember she would go to work in the morning really early. And because, okay, one of the good thing of being your own boss is that she has the flexibility. So then when there are times like lull period, she will actually come back home and look after me and my brother when we were younger, right? But then she will come back really late because the shop closes at 10:30 p.m. And then she will do the closing, the cleaning. By the time she comes back, it will be like 11 something p.m. to midnight. And yet after that she has to deal with the accounting, like tallying up the ledger, the debits and credits and stuff like that. So yeah, I remember the hard work that she had to put in. So that's the brick and mortar business that I personally experienced through firsthand, from what I see my mom go through. So when I compare now that when I now me being a business owner myself, um, actually I never the first thought was like I never want to do a brick and mortar business. I know that deep down that the online space is the way to do the business now because everything is online. It's more efficient going online. It's more convenient. You reach further. You don't have to just you'll be able to actually reach. You have a global presence online. So so the possibilities of working online is actually endless. There's so many ways you can actually earn an income online. There are people doing videos on YouTube and and are making an income, right? So or you can actually make an income doing the things that you like. um so for me, doing this business, I actually find more benefits or advantages, right, online here because we don't keep any inventories for our business, right? The back end support system does the selling for us, so that's good because for my mom lifestyle, I'm a full-time business analyst and I work sometimes, with overtime and all that. So I really do not have time to actually go and monitor stocks and all that. So actually, okay, just to share like some background, a few years ago, I did try to dwell on. I mean, my first taste into an online business was actually selling pet food, pet treats. So it's like, a simple website which I maintain on Facebook, right? I actually bake my own pet treats and I sell them online. And I actually, I wouldn't call it, okay, it's not really a brick and mortar, but the effort into making the products, um, maintaining its quality, packaging, and also like dealing with suppliers in terms of the packaging itself, the packet. Yeah, it's actually quite difficult. It was a partnership between me and a friend. Even though we put in like effort together, but it's a bit hard to penetrate. I think it was because we were new. We didn't have much knowledge in terms of Facebook marketing and so on. So that was like my first venture into the online business. Um, After about a year, then we had to close it down because it wasn't making any profit. Then the next thing I tried doing was oh yeah, the ever so famous e-commerce drop shipping, right? So I tried drop shipping. Yeah, I signed up for one of those courses which supposedly teaches you how to create your own website on Shopify, and then look for your winning product, and do your marketing and advertising through Facebook, blah blah blah. So I tried that, but the hardest step was actually creating the store itself. I actually took like a 3 weeks a 3 weeks break from work just to work on the store. Okay, just to tell you, to share, I actually wanted to open like a small jewelry business online via drop shipping. But the amount of time just creating the website is it's not suitable for my lifestyle because I have kids. Although I said, okay, I'll take 3 weeks off, I'll spend like the whole morning doing it while they're at school, but it's still not enough. There's a lot of because at that point of time I wasn't really I would say tech savvy. I do not know how to really work Photoshop. I have to learn everything from scratch, right? So it was difficult, and I sad to say I actually gave up halfway through. I didn't manage to launch my site, so I guess it was it was like a failure. And that's when I stumbled upon this online business, and it really tick off all the points that I really want in a business where I don't have. Okay, so it's online, no brick and mortar. I don't have to keep inventories, right? All the trainings are provided, um, and there's such an amazing support system by the community, who's always there to support you and give you the advice you need. And it's global, so we have business partners all around the world, which you can tap on their knowledge and their experience any time of the day. And because it's online, it's working 24/7. So even just now when I had to manage my son, I'm glad that uh, things are working on the back end for me. I don't have to wake up early morning. I have to go and check and see if if my staff is in at work, that kind of thing. I know that it's running behind the scenes. So that's a few reasons why I decided to start this online business. Oh, actually, and one more main point about this online business is that because there is mentoring, a mentor that is assigned to you, right, and also a coach that will guide you through. So I think this is very important for someone who is starting up an online business, because you might not know what you don't know, right? So it's always great to be able to tap on someone's knowledge and who's there to show you the way, so to speak. Yeah. So that's some of the possibilities that I can think of working online. But okay, so before I end today's session, of course, I have another presentation slide, just one slide today. Okay, it's to basically summarize what the online business have. Sorry, let me see how do I work this. There you go. You see it? Yes. So it's basically to summarize what working online is for me up to now. So you can see that I'm able to actually continue doing what I love to do. I love to cook and also do gardening. But when I'm doing my bakes or at the kitchen, I can still work on my online business. I love watching the masterminds that we have. I'm also able to work alongside my son, and because it's mobile, right? It's like kind of like a laptop lifestyle. So whenever I I have pockets of time, or when I go out and pick my son, I'm able to actually still work on my business. Yeah, and then meeting many new friends and people from the community, and like I said, the mentor and the coaches that are available. And one good thing about this is that I experience is also celebrating other people's achievements. So what can I say is like this business has slowly bring up my, how do you say, bring back the smile that I kind of I've lost after so many years, like, because I begin to tap on my creativity, my passion again to help people. And it's truly amazing to actually meet many new people whom are strangers. And as you begin to chat with them, um, uh, you get to know them and you can see ways in how to help them. So I feel that's really meaningful. And that's why I really, one of the reasons why I enjoy doing this business. So yeah, I hope you enjoy my summary slide for today. And tomorrow I have my day 5. So day 5 is like halfway there, right? So and tomorrow I will be sharing with you my transformation, like before and after joining this online business. I hope you stay tuned for tomorrow, and thanks for your thanks for viewing today's live broadcast. I wish everyone a happy day, good day to you, and since it's Friday, have a good weekend. I'll see you tomorrow again. Bye bye.